The immeasurable love of God. When I woke up this morning, certain thoughts were going through my mind concerning the love of God. This abyssal, incalculable, inestimable, soundless, unpluggable, unsoundable, and unfathomable love of God. Why do I say this? I had this epiphany that God loves us more than He loves Himself. Let me break it down for you. You see, God is love. The very nature of God is love. And love cannot exist without the object of that love. What do I mean? The expression of love must be towards something else. That thing called love cannot exist. So if God is love, then love must be expressed, else it is impossible to exist. And I found out that years ago, the highest ultimate object of God's love is mankind. The object of God's love is man, that is us. God being love expressed towards you and I. It was His nature of love that drove Him to create man, even though He knew they would mess up. His love was greater and bigger than the sins they will commit, and that didn't stop Him from creating us. And I believe that in all of man's history, the first day that God was sad was the very day He drove Adam from His presence in the garden. But He already made provisions for sin and its consequences. He sacrificed His only begotten Son for man's sake. Now that tells me something. If a father will sacrifice the only son he has for you, it sure tells me that he loves you more than his son. What do you think? If he could sacrifice his dearly beloved son, doesn't that tell you that he loves you more? These were the thoughts that were running through my mind this morning. And when you dive deeper, He actually sacrificed Himself. God sacrificed Himself for you to give you a new life because He is love and you are the object of His love. So He loves you more than He loves Himself. This is what I call the immeasurable love of God. It is beyond human comprehension. That is why the psalmist in the 8th chapter, verse 4, was contemplating, what is man that you are mindful of and care so much about? And in 1 John chapter 3, verse 1, he says, behold, what manner of love has the Father bestowed upon us that we should be called sons of God. Now, I want you to tell somebody about this love of God and shout it on the mountaintop. This love from the Father can only be enjoyed when you make Jesus Christ the Lord of your life. So if you are not born again, I invite you to make Jesus Christ the Lord of your life. You can reach out to me and I will introduce you to this newness of life and then the immeasurable love of God. Thanks for watching and God bless you.